I was gonna say, you guys got it. I was just looking for my gloves. I'm fine with Adam. I free handle all the time. Oh, you want to see?
Oh yeah, I love him. I really want him to come back.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, buddy.
He's like, how are you?
I know. Hey, right here. That's fine. That's fine. All right, here. Here. You guys want to see me get Claude? Let's get Claude. All right, right here. Come on. I know. It's okay. Look at me. Let's get these wings in. Come on. That's the wings.
You are so pretty.
All right, you're gonna go upside down now.
Damn it.
You're okay. Yeah.
His body is so little.
Yep. Come here.
He's like, I don't like this. So are they like chickens? They pass out or go unconscious when you flip them up?
Not really. It's more just. That's the pose I wanted. And I'm gonna get bit, but I just wanted to check its sternum. This is where having a hood comes into play.
Do you want me to keep his attention over there?
No, I'll tell you what.
I have smaller towels. If you need
Yeah,
some.
do you have a hand towel? I'll just put it
Dryer.
over.
Dryer. Well, then tell Natalie.
Yeah, that's all right. Here, I'll take a piece of paper or something. Perfect. There you go.
My
Are you
God.
local 54 or something?
That's my class.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah, I'm local fire department.
Awesome, man. Well, as you can see, I do rescue, so if you guys ever get the cat calls and you don't want to deal with it,
He's in Bay Pines.
Oh, cool.
yeah, I'm right around the corner.
He's at 29, which is...
Oh, awesome. So you guys went out for the cat the other day that was in the tree for 5 days?
Yeah,
What?
Probably a different shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
5 days, the cat will come back down.
No.
it didn't, though.
But that's how I found Dixon. She was not coming down and she was screaming.
Sternum's not bad.
Not bad. Okay, all I could
But-
feel it was with the post, and so...
Okay, well, here, would you like to feel? So, yeah.
I mean, it's a little...
It's a little
prominent,
pronounced, yeah.
But it's not bad for his age.
Mhm.
He's just really young.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just get it to Seaside, make sure Nancy knows.
Can I take a picture of his head?
That's fine, you take a picture however you want. You tell me how you want it.
You're really stunning.
Yep.
He
And
came on this property.
I know.
On somebody else, probably get shot.
yeah, as illegal as that is, but it happens more frequently than people like to admit. All right, buddy.
So that would be why he's so like topply and wobbly, is because he's so young.
Correct.
He's unsure of his feet.
Yep.
So should he even be
'Cause-
flying around or out of the technical nest at this age?
They're fledging at this age, and
Yes, I got it.
yeah,
Sorry.
so normally what they're doing is they're basically, I'll show you the position. So they're laying on their butt with their legs sticking out in front of them. Feed me, feed me. They're doing one of these, feed me,
Gotcha.
feed me.
Mom probably
Yeah.
shoves them over.
Or they start getting
Wobbly.
wobbly up on their feet, and then they're like, all right, we think we got this. They flap a little bit, and once they think they've got enough strength, they just take off.
So I'm guessing, honestly, probably one of those over there.
Yeah,
And
I'll
then
grab
if
the
you look
binoculars. and
Over here, that big top sticking out, brown top right over there.
Mhm.
We have a lot of hawks
Okay.
flying from there, and my neighbors say that they watch, because they're catty corner from us next to the yellow house,
Uh-huh.
and they say that they have watched the hawks fly over to our trees all the time.
Definitely.
I've got a big nest in my front tree, but it's not. I don't think it's big enough to be his.
Yeah, I'll double check again. And I looked at the satellite imagery, and I didn't notice what I would think would be immediately.
Predominant.
Yeah.
nesting. Yeah, but But I will say, if you're quiet for long enough, randomly you'll hear a hawk.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, it's the same call. It's at the same
Yep,
sound distance away, so it's not moving.
definitely.
So I'm pretty sure Mama's really aware that her.
Oh, for
base
sure.
is gone.
Yeah, normally a lot of the nests that we can see like that and stuff are either bird or squirrel. Most
Yeah.
nests that we end up seeing are squirrel.
This one up here, I'm gonna guess is squirrel. It's way up though.
Yeah, that doesn't look like hawk at all. That's squirrel.
There's this. So from what I'm aware, theirs represents more of like an eagle's nest, very sticky, very mossy, sticking out all over
Yes.
the place, messy.
Very. And I'll get it checked out, but on my way, when I come back, I'll have a, while I'm waiting for them to check it out, I'll pull up my photos and videos. Because there's I just did a red-shouldered hawk re-nesting, and that one had the nest just on the same property, which is unheard of. There's two nests. One had been there for quite some time, and it was probably 2 to 3 feet deep, and it was just a ton of sticks, as you said, sticky, just stuff all over the place, with it sitting right up in top. And then the other was in the back that a tree had been taken out, but we put one back in there. As soon as we put the birds back in there and we had the hawk calling, Mom and Dad showed up, like immediately.
So hopefully they'll show up.
Yeah.
Before he goes back out, would it be beneficial for him to have something to eat?
For sure. And at
So-
Seaside, I've got frozen fish and stuff as well, but Seaside's going to have food that
Okay,
it'll
because
be able
Nancy
to.
told me to not do fish. They don't like it. She said that they turn their nose up to it. They like chicken legs.
Yeah.
So I don't mind going and grabbing chicken
No.
legs.
Seaside's going to have a snack or something. And again, worst case, there's stores in between here and there. I can get
Okay.
it something. But first, of course, I want them to say,
We-
okay, since Nancy's not here. And if they say, well, let's keep it overnight, then
Do they need photos of what his stool and urine is so they can verify? Okay.
no, I took a photo of what was in there already.
It's on the towel. His stool's on the
Gotcha.
towel.
But I meant the pellet that was in there.
Yeah.
And that looked healthy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
urine was like, it's on my box. It's like milky white, and
Okay.
everything looked normal. Bird
Yeah.
stools.
And again, it's probably fine. Just a young fledgling trying to figure out life, and it probably went after a critter and was like, all right, now what do I do? How do I get back up? So a lot of times when they're at this stage, if you get them back in a tree, regardless of where the tree is, they're fine. Sometimes you could even just hold your hand out and they'll go, all right, we're good, and they'll use it as a springboard. They say,
spring out.
so Nancy and a lot of people, a lot of the experts say don't throw them because it's actually bad for them to actually use it as a springboard to just
Not-
put your hands.
So
So I've seen people take them and go throw them
No,
like
no, no,
that.
no.
I've seen
I
other people
thought
take them
people-
and
so
I'm listening. Go
my
ahead.
education is
Yes.
when you're doing that, you do not. No forceful motion.
Correct.
You can move them up so they feel the
Correct.
air,
Yes.
the velocity, and it makes them want to go.
Yes.
But there is no like force
No,
behind
correct.
Because if there's something wrong, they're eating shit.
Yes. They'll end up right
Facts.
back on the ground.
Okay.
Exactly. Nope. You're 100% correct.
Just like I was like, oh. But all
Yeah.
right, well,
Yeah. I'm gonna get this over
let me
there.
know.
I'll keep you updated. Nice meeting you, folks.
Thank you so much. I appreciate everything.
No stress. Yeah, I might as well just take a quick peek while I'm here. That looks like squirrel. And normally the nests are in a higher spot, just so you know, if you don't have experience, it'll be in a higher spot,
With
or
open-
correct,
open?
with an open area that they'll be able to get into. Yeah, like that's squirrel. That's squirrel. Yeah, you've got a lot of squirrel. I'll scout the area once I'm back.
Yeah, and if it helps, I can walk it.
Either way,
Too. So
I'm a door knocker. I'll knock on someone's house and say, "Hi, I'm Mike. I'm putting a bird back in the tree. Would you mind if I just check the back for a nest?" Most people
The
are
neighborhood here is really great, so
awesome.
you shouldn't have a problem. Especially, I would really probably focus lake area or pond area because I know again these guys aren't fish driven; they're prey driven. Like,
Correct.
But they seem to love being in the trees over here, and then they'll come and they'll circle because they know this area of the rabbits are.
You're a vet, and I forgot that momentarily, but I raise quail at the house also.
Okay.
So that's more what I was gonna say. I have frozen quail, I have live quail, I have juveniles and stuff. I keep all different sizes for instances similar to this. So we're always hatching. That was more what I was saying. There will be a meal available,
No worries.
one way or the other. But
No
yeah.
worries. Trust me, to me this is like the circle of life type of thing.
Yeah.
And I intervene if I can. If there was no hope, I would have contacted him and like someone able to get it and use it because I'm not using it, but it means to. I was able to.
I've got gas at the house too.
Yeah. I mean, but he was like.
No, this guy is ready to go.
Like, I'll pick out the digits.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah, Melissa.
She'll be out in a second.
No stress.
How you doing?
You want one of these?
Yeah, we don't mind.
No stress.
Oh, this is a red tail.
Yeah, it is a red tail. They gave me bad info. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Yeah, if you don't mind hanging out a second, I'll look them over.
Come back,
and,
stay here, whatever.
I can look at them right now, so if you just
Yeah.
wanna show
I was gonna say, if you want me to hold it or whatever, I can do it.
We happy.
Gotcha. Date and time rescued. I always forget the days.
Yeah, thank you so much. There's 8.
Today's the 8th. May, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm bad.
My semester is just not ending, so I'm fine.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Finally. I have one more year.
There you go. Look, the address is in. There's a red tail. What kind of spell today? Jesus. Judging. I'm just, I suck. I don't even know the time. Oh, 7:32. 35.
Is it already 11:30?
Yeah. I volunteer here too. You haven't been here when I'm doing laundry, have you?
No. I'm only here on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm an intern with Bedford, so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you work with Farrell and
I actually have 2 classes with her currently.
Jaden? I don't know. There's a couple. Jaden's a boy.
I just know Farrell.
Yeah.
I don't know very many people. I don't have very many friends.
Focus on school, get it done.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
I had too many friends. I already did anything to them.
Hey, I get it. Just remember, you got to network sometimes.
I network with like people already in job positions.
Ah, I see.
I don't like people my own age.
Well, I'm 41 and I have 4 kids. 18, 17 are my boys. One's mine.
So he would have to go back in the nest. Is the nest there?
We're looking for the nest.
Looking for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can hold on to him if you guys like before we take him back.
Well, I was going to say it's 10 minutes away,
Okay.
so it's not far, but
Awesome.
my goal was basically to set it there at the lady. She's a vet tech herself, the lady is, but they deal with mostly domestics. So she's like, yeah, I can hold it for another 20 minutes while you walk around the neighborhood and find the nest, and that's what I was looking to do.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I
so
wanted.
I got my climbing gear and everything ready to rock.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna thaw some stuff out and just stuff him with some food so he's good for today.
Okay.
And then yeah, when you guys are all ready to take him, he's.
All right, I'll just come back and grab it then.
Here, let me get your crate. Sorry about
No
that.
stress. Yeah, so when the shirt's not on, I guess I'm not allowed back there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Only people with the shirts are.
I know, mine's at the house. I'm just gonna start keeping them behind the seat.
Yeah. That's what I've done.
Yeah, he's a little skinny, but it's not too
That's what I was
bad,
saying,
but,
yeah,
I want to
it's
give him
not
a
pronounced.
nice meal and then,
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got some quail and stuff if it needs it too, or whatever.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, just let me know and then we'll
Yeah.
can pack him up for you.
Appreciate it. I'll be back later. Michael. Nice to meet you, Sydney. Moto Mike's what everyone calls me. All right, guess I'm gonna go find the nest and look at this. Hi, ducks. You guys are young. Where's mom? You guys are young. Why are you over here? I'm sorry, I don't have food for you. Just to show you they can survive on their own. Beautiful mallards, or hopefully mottled. I don't have any food for you guys. I know. Alright, I have to find the hawk nest. You know where the hawk nest is, guys? You asked me if you help me. I thought I heard your mama calling you. I don't have food though. I mean, I can come back for you. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you guys can see that. There is a bike in the tree. The tree's grown around an old bike. Off the ground.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
And here's the messages from the homeowner.
Here, I'll grab your ID,
Yes, sir.
and then let's see. Good morning. They call me Moto Mike. I'm a climber. I'll be getting this bird back up in the tree after it's checked out. Is there an address so I can start looking? Moto Mike, huh?
Yes, sir. That's what everyone calls me. My YouTube
Now-
channel is 40 Moto
Do
Mike.
you YouTube?
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
40 Moto Mike's my YouTube channel.
And
I'm
you
on
just
there.
do all kinds of interesting stuff, or what do you do?
I'm jack of all trades, master of most. I'll be leaving now. I'll be leaving in 15 minutes. I'll be home whenever you're free. And I posted coming from my house how long it was going to take me, the time I'd be there. And there's the claw marks from the hawk.
This is officially a second person.
The call about me? I'm
no,
sorry.
This is not the person from
Okay, this is Michael Bittler.
Yes, sir. I'm Michael Bittler. I'm looking.
Moto Mike.
Yes, sir. Moto Mike. That's my cell phone.
Professional.
Wildlife, trapper, rescuer, rehabber, renester. So I put them back up in the trees. And coincidentally, the incident that happened earlier is the house that my vehicle's parked at because they asked me to come get a bird that was at their
So you're
house.
telling me right now, if I go on, what's the YouTube channel?
40 MOTOMIKE.
If I go on 40MOTOMIKE, I'm going to see you putting hawks back in.
You're going to see me on the
What are
on
you
the
doing?
news too.
What are you doing?
You're gonna
what are
see
you
me
doing
on the
up in
news,
the
too.
trees?
I'm putting birds back in the trees.
Putting birds back in the trees.
Yep, I'm making nest boxes, putting them
Now,
up in
I
there,
was always
platforms.
told
Yes, sir.
That
The
you
wives'
can't
tail.
do that.
It's called wives' tail.
It's a wives' tale.
Yes, sir.
So you can do that.
Birds do not smell. They're audible and visual. If your kid goes outside and gets dirty, or my kids go outside and get dirty and they don't smell right, do we just look like, ugh? who
So
are you?"
I'm rather unimpressed that a hawk could only do that much damage to you. I would think with talons,
skill and experience.
Do you have like leather gloves or something?
No, I don't. I'm bad because I free handle a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, it was more just, I was trying to be careful, but not as careful. 'Cause
They're
the homeowner
birds
was
of
there.
prey, right?
Yes.
Are they raptors?
They
Is
are
that-
raptors.
And that's the damage there?
That's it. That's one.
I'm thinking stitches. Well, wait a minute. You do have, or is that just a wrist surgery there?
That is from an
Same.
inexperienced climber trying to help me on a project.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so 40 Moto Mike. I don't have a ton of subscribers because I don't tell everyone about it, but my kids enjoy it.
Are you affiliated with any particular sanctuaries nearby?
Birds and Helping Hands,
Yep.
Seaside Seabird Sanctuary, Raptor Center of Tampa Bay, Athena's, Owl's Nest. I help FWC from time to time. I help the DeSoto Rangers. I'm on the Skyway climbing all the time, rescuing the pelicans on the news.
The Helping Hands people come out a lot for us
Yeah,
in this area.
yeah, Shelly's awesome. Again, I handed out a couple cards earlier, and I think I got more in the truck. But
How'd you get your passion for
my
birds?
family used to work for Seaside back in the 80s. I grew up on Isle of Capri.
Okay.
Yeah. 727, 778. Hold on one second. This is Michael. Hey, how are you, Elena? I'm talking to the sheriffs right now. Yeah, someone called. I'm walking around, so.
Sir, we just happened to stop him in front of your house. Is that why you're outside?
I actually
Yeah.
stopped him.
Just to inquire?
I saw him down there and he waved to me. I didn't know what was going on, so he walked around this way, so I just asked.
Awesome, yeah. I got permission from about 7 or 8 neighbors to walk in the backyard along the pond area, and I walked back and I looked with the binoculars. I think Kevin is a neighbor across with the kids. I forget his name. Kenny, yes,
I mean,
Kenny. Yeah, Kenny was awesome. He let me back there on his dock and stuff to look around.
Either legitimate or an extremely elaborate ruse.
Yes.
Yeah, no stress. My truck's parked in your front yard still, and last I saw, your husband and daughters were outside still doing the hammock and fence stuff.
Yeah. Seems as credible as it's gonna get.
All right.
A,
I'll talk to you soon, Alina.
aviation
Bye. That's Alina, the homeowner. That.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm completely believing you.
Yeah,
The only thing for you is you just have the unfortunate circumstances of coming into the same neighborhood area as
That
some homeless
an
guy
incident
trying
just
to get
happened.
daylight.
Yeah, yeah. Here, let me see. Here's my
To the
YouTube
point where
channel.
when this came out, I just assumed it was the same person.
There's a few of those guys walk by here every day.
Library, is that it? Your videos.
Come on, you can make yourself big on this. You need to get. There you go.
I know. I'm just.
You need to get better about this.
I know. I'm just doing it because I'm good at doing it. Other people aren't good at climbing the Skyway. They won't do it. That's why I had to get the Class 5 PFD, because you guys have duty belts. My harness weighs about as much, if not more, than a duty belt. So if I fall in the water, working on my DOT permit right now for that too. I have verbal permission. I have the okay, but the finalization of the permit's going to be in the next couple weeks.
Well, good for you.
It's fun.
I'm sure he'll be right back with
No stress, man. No stress. Yeah, were you taught the wives' tale growing up? If you touch a bird, the mom won't come and get it?
Yeah, I did it anyway.
Yeah, same. Same.
I just stuck them back in the nest.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, we had some in the back here. They fell out and I put them back in the nest.
that's awesome. Yep, it happens.
They were on the side of the wall. Scott's.
Yeah, no, hey, I live in Bay Pines. I'm head of my neighborhood watch over there. And I have the admin group on Facebook and stuff too. So I'm a firm believer. If you see something, say something. And I work without any issues. If there's a problem, I'd rather someone approaches me and says something. That's why I wave to everyone. If they have a question, I try and be presentable and friendly enough that people can ask me. Besides being on a rescue this morning and ripping my butt out of my pants. Yeah. So did you see some of my horrendous rescues?
What's the tokay? The 2K?
Oh yeah, tokay gecko.
What's that?
That is an invasive gecko that's about that big.
Those hissing and everything, huh?
Oh yeah, they bark at you. I've got scars from where one got me a couple years ago.
You need to have things stop biting you. If you're an expert, right? No more, scars and stuff.
Hey, when you're by yourself without distractions, you're always an expert. The second you get distractions involved, yeah.
But I'm gonna take your picture real quick.
No
okay?
problem.
Here's your DL back.
Yes, sir.
So the
Not an issue.
You want to so.
I'm an abnormal person in the neighborhood.
He's a YouTuber, and you get paid for animal rescue. You do it all
It's too bad.
volunteer.
A lot of people make a lot of money on that stuff.
So
You're right.
It's just in Seminole. You're not doing anything illegal. It's just a little unusual.
Correct.
And coincidentally, this deputy had another
Incident
guy
this
going
morning.
through this neighborhood. Did you
Yep.
hear about that?
Yeah, the homeowner was telling me, and I was telling him too. The same house, same exact house, and the homeowner just called with you guys here.
Okay.
But the same exact house, she said, "You missed all the fun 5 minutes ago. The sheriffs are here, and some
Somebody
homeless guy that was stealing stuff, and
Yeah.
some guys were gonna beat his ass." I was
Yeah.
like, "Ah, it sucks."
Okay.
They walk through
Yeah.
there all the time, homeless people.
Yeah.
She tells me they walk
It's a
through from the
shortcut.
bus stop to there to get
It's-
to over to 113.
Unfortunately, it's been getting worse. So.
I'm
but
head of the
we-
neighborhood watch in Bay Pines.
Okay.
That's where I live. So
Okay.
I'm head of our neighborhood watch, me and another gentleman, Will. And yeah, I'm constantly on there, and I tell everyone, you're unsure about something? Call the police.
What about going with orange instead of black?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with the COVID stuff, they said we've got black, we've got pink that has not sold, and we're back ordered 8 weeks on red. So in order to get the DOT permit for from Skyway,
Yeah.
from Jim Browning, I think that's his last name. To get the permit approved, I had to have all my gear and ready for inspection upon application for the permit. So I said, fine, send me.
A permit to do what?
I'm legally able to climb the Skyway to rescue wildlife.
That'd be a cool video.
I've got them on there, and I've been on the news twice now doing it. They're on my YouTube channel too.
Some people are afraid to drive over it.
Yeah.
You're right. There used to be a service people paying back and forth. I don't know if you knew that.
Well, yeah, after the first one fell down.
I saw the first one fall down. I went out there and watched it from Fort DeSoto.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty eerie seeing that boat sitting there and that piece of bridge sitting on.
That
front.
happened when I was
Yeah.
born, 1980, right?
Yeah. 1980. I think it was March or May.
Yeah. I was
So
born October.
here, man. God bless you, and I hope that you rescue more animals.
Me too.
Do all kinds of good for the community. I would my suggestion.
I'm going to
would
be changing colors. That's not an issue.
I would definitely.
I've already made the investment.
Get,
It's back ordered.
like the orange
Yeah.
hat and
Today, look, I did a rescue this morning and ripped the pants. Today was just a very off day.
Can I take a picture? Because they were talking about this last year. And like your neighborhood watch captain, the neighborhood watch around here is saying they're on edge today because of everything that happened this morning.
100%.
So
And I was just saying, I'm going to ask her to actually post on Nextdoor if someone could just keep an eye out for the nest, since so much activity has happened today. And I've
So
come
what
up
are you
empty.
looking for? You're looking for a nest?
I'm looking for a nest that's probably about this big and about that wide in a tree.
Big nest.
Yes, and that's why I'm walking around and I'm going, okay, there's a bushy area, and I'm checking it out and going,
I suggest it's probably the college area over there.
That's
And
a
I'm
lot
gonna-
over there.
I'm gonna check, but again, the issue is when you're dealing with the ospreys and hawks and the birds of prey, the raptors, from their nest, they're generally not going to travel too far if they're fledging. They're
Yeah.
going to be within like, an eighth of a mile max
Of a lake.
or something, or a potential food source. There's ducks, there's rabbits, there's all sorts of stuff here.
So that nest belongs to a hawk.
Hawk, red-tailed hawk.
That's the red tail. No, I can front that.
And we have the red-tailed hawk.
We have a
You've
red
already
tail.
rescued the red
Already,
hawk.
it's at Seaside right now. I can show you that one too.
And your intention is, after the rescue, to bring them back and put them in that nest.
That's the intention. I'll be climbing whatever tree with permission from whatever homeowner, hopefully.
Okay.
If no permission from the homeowner, then Seaside just continues to house it
It's
until...
unusual, but God bless you. Hey.
Yeah. So here,
Welcome
just
to
to show you. So here's the WhatsApp that we use for SSS intake requests, Seabird Seaside Sanctuary intake requests. There's me asking this morning, could you just take a quick look at an osprey? I was told it was an osprey, but it's
Yeah.
actually red tail. Fledging, I'll get it back up in the tree today, and we'll wait and take it with me. That was at 9:30 this morning. Or anyone that can give it a quick check. Melissa says, appreciate it. I'm going to get my gear in the, she says, I'll take a look at it. I said, appreciate it. Going to get my gear in the truck, and we'll head out shortly.
Have you heard of Owl's Nest before?
Yeah, that's
Who's
what I said,
that?
Owl's Nest.
Who is that?
I deal more with Nancy at Raptor Center of Tampa Bay, but Owl's Nest is out of Tampa as well.
So, hypothetically, if the cops called you about an injured animal, would you come?
All the time.
Would you?
If they call me directly, I'm coming. If they call Shelly at
A bird or anything?
just about anything. We just did a dog the other day. Mostly
You have a
wildlife.
permit
I have a
through
24-hour permit through FWC to hold and keep track of critters. 40 Moto mics my cell phone.
That's
Real.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's
what is that?
406
Yeah.
686 6453.
You thought of everything there.
And that's my YouTube channel, 40 Moto Mike, cell phone
Alright.
40 Moto Mike. And Peter Bozarth and I grew up together. You might know that name.
yeah.
All the Bozarths, Jesse. We live on the same street, used
What
to.
school did you go to?
I went to Dixie, graduated Dixie, 99.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm a little younger than you, 40.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well,
Yeah,
good luck.
apologize, Michael Bittler.
Here,
Well,
Tom.
yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
But I'm gonna walk back over. I'll wave to the guy down there and say hi.
I'm going to go down there and kind of ice everything
No
over.
biggie, no biggie. I'm not stealing chainsaws, but I am a climber and I have my own saws. They're just not with me today.
Is this going on YouTube? This
If you prefer it not to, it's already recording. If you prefer it not to, I'm more than
you
happy.
get more
to.
hits when you say stop by the cops.
Hey, look at the cat one up there for 5 days.
Yeah.
I got peed on by a cat. It climbed
That's
higher.
job hazards, man.
It climbed higher just to pee on my head. It was yeah, not
Moto
aggressive.
Mike, man.
Yes, sir. Yep. Be safe, guys. Yep. cops call on me, people at the end of the street. Fine by me. Say hi to them anyway. Or not. Yes, sir. Hey guys, I didn't mean to scare you or anything. Looking for a hawk in a tree. Wildlife rescue. Pileated woodpecker. you. Be that. Be that. Be that. Having cute. There's sheriff sitting down there right now because they just were like, "Who are you?"
Oh, okay. I didn't have a
Show an ID or.
Yeah. Well, so hold on. Legally, I do not.
Right.
Because I haven't committed a crime. I'm not suspected of committing a crime and such. But
Right.
I'm not that guy. I know I've done nothing wrong, and
Yeah.
I just was like, sorry. I know it looks odd. I'm walking around trying to find a hawk and asking people about it. And
I can promise I'm not robbing you.
it was like, so the second sheriff showed up and was like, "You're not the guy from earlier at that house." I said, "No, but I'm at the same house."
Thank you. Threw me under the bus. Sorry, I'm gonna walk away.
Sorry.
Throw me under the bus.
No, you called right there.
Oh, okay. Bye, Mom.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But no, you called right as they were standing there. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm gonna go. Bye. Sorry.
Yeah.
Did you find anything?
No. What I was going to ask you to do, and I mentioned one of the other neighbors. I asked a bunch of people. Looks like the guys next door to the Harley house.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. Which Harley house? Because there's multiple. Does he have a bunch of cars?
Bunch of cars, a Camaro.
Yeah, I know
So
him. You know him personally. What up?
I knocked on their door. The female answered, and I asked about the hawk and the hawk nest, and she said no. I said the house in the corner. There was a hawk that came down. No, I've seen it come to my roof. I said okay, cool. So the guy next door in the yellow truck looks like he's the one who called. I'm not mad about it, but so the sheriffs were talking to him, and then they started rolling down the street, and I just waved to them because I already knew what was happening. But
So was it a yellow Ford?
probably, yeah.
What color shirt was he wearing? You
Don't
know?
even. I wasn't even paying attention. Probably a dark colored shirt.
He's the one that I called on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's the one that flew up here.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter to me, but
I mean, it doesn't. I just think it's shitty, but whatever.
yeah, it is. It is what it is. But so, what I was going to ask you is, if on the neighborhood, are you on Nextdoor or Facebook?
I mean, I've got Nextdoor, and not too many people here do it.
Mm.
Why? What's up?
I was going to ask if you could just put a call out on like Nextdoor for a hawk nest.
Bye.
If someone knows where a hawk nest is in the area.
I don't think anyone's gonna be able to identify a hawk's nest or
Yeah.
a freaking squirrel nest.
She came back from me.
This was the real concern was with if her mouth got on that bird at all,
Oh.
and she has no injuries because if she got a hold of it, that he would have gotten hold of her back.
Yeah, yeah. No,
She's
for
fine.
sure. And as you see,
Killed mouse.
that's just a small interaction, but that's what you'd see on that.
Yeah, and I'm over here. I told Justin, after you left, I told Justin, I said, if he comes back, I totally want to be like, bye, sweet bird, I love you. Come home. I'll leave rabbits on my roof.
Yeah, no,
Justin's like, don't leave food on our roof. We're going to get raccoons and rats.
Melissa at Seaside was like, yep, you guys can come get it when you find the nest. We'll hold
So
it
do
here
we-
and I'll defrost some food
Now,
for it.
let me ask this.
Yes.
Since I've heard it, like I don't, honestly, it sounds like it's coming from this direction. Did you walk this way yet?
I walked mostly around the lake. I knocked on doors, saw some people in yards and kind of waved and got permissions to go in backyards and talked to Keith. And then I went this way because I did see a hawk flying that way. And then a bunch of the neighbors kept saying, go check at the college, go check at the college. And I said, well,
Because
it's young. It probably wouldn't be farther than 1/8 of a mile away from its nest at this point.
So at that point, I'm really going. When I'm standing here,
Uh-huh.
I hear the call that direction.
Yeah.
It is very prominent that I'm hearing it, and it is not. It is a screechy
Yeah.
call.
Mhm.
So I can tell you it's either. I mean, it's not a vulture.
Yeah.
It's a very different sound. So I would definitely say.
Yeah. No, honest to
I've
God, my
heard it
plan
this
was
way.
to kind of grid pattern most of the neighborhood for a couple hours.
Well, if you need.
But as I was just telling the sheriff, I was like, well, since everyone's kind of on high alert right now, maybe I'll
This
just.
way, I mean, if worse comes, so
They asked me if
even-
I was stealing a chainsaw.
did they really ask you?
I
if
just
you're
kind
stealing?
of chuckled. I said, I'm a climber and I don't have my chainsaws with me today, but no, I'm not stealing a chainsaw.
It was the same. So don't worry about it. Everyone, I know most of these people down the street, and down this one. Actually, I've got a fellow firefighter that works with my
Okay,
husband
cool.
down this street over here. So I mean,
Or even on like Facebook or something too.
I don't.
Are a
have
lot of your friends
anybody
on?
over here?
Yeah.
I've got them, and that's it.
No biggie.
Um,
I just figured someone might.
Let me go to Nextdoor really quick.
They're hard to miss. I mean, once you've seen a hawk nest, you're just like, wow, that's a mess. I mean, they're generally about 1 to 2 feet thick
Yeah.
and just a mess of sticks.
And you typically see a ton of moss hanging out.
Sometimes, I don't normally see a lot. It depends what area. Central Florida, I see a lot of them. Around here, not so much. It's more just like oak and pine. That's why I saw a couple scrub pines that way, and that's like I was looking on imagery and I was like, hey, that looks like maybe.
Do you want me to walk with you since they know me? It's not going to be
whatever you want to do.
All right, here.
He was just like,
Hey, I'll be right back.
we're just gonna walk that way and look real quick. And I took my vest off because he was like, you got to get a different color.
I just want to make sure no one gets in trouble. Are they allowed to play with this but not be in it? Yes. Okay. Mommy.
I don't know how to put it on.
Are you okay with dogs? Go grab Ellie and
Nothing bothers me.
You don't Elena, this is awesome. I know. Grab Ellie. Facebook 250.
I went to the junkyard to drop off a bunch of junk. The St. Pete one down off of Brinderry all the way down. I was there and someone was throwing away a fire table. You know what those are? They're like propane. Yeah, you stick a tank under it and it has like, you stick glass on the top and it's got the dance and stuff.
We want one in our backyard because we have
It was a
fire pit.
They keep calling on me. I live in Bay Pines and I've got some nosy, busybody neighbors and they call on me whenever I have mine going. So I stuck one in my pool area. I'm sorry.
Find it?
No, not yet. We're actually gonna get the homeowner. She's gonna walk her dog with me and we're gonna walk this way for 15 minutes. I took the jacket off so not to arise anymore.
It's some orange, man.
I'm telling you, I've got so many bird shirts. They're just all full of nastiness. I wash them all at the same time so they don't stink up the rest of my clothes.
And so, if you had to guess, you would think you would be down this way?
She's saying she hears them.
I can
that
hear the screeching call from this direction. So again, I told him I know most of my neighbors down this street. My husband's fire. We have a lot of fire guys down Valencia.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take my dog, which everybody knows, and I'm gonna walk with him. So if anyone has any issues, like I can just vouch for it.
There was somebody else in the neighborhood.
I called, and it
So
was
that's
the
got
guy that
Hey, buddy.
I know everything's
Say hi,
already been
Ellie.
freaking out, but
Yeah.
there's.
I watched part of your video.
I got
Yeah, what'd you think? Pretty weird. Or which one? The Tokay one or the bird, the cat peeing on me? Or the Skyway one?
Where you were swimming in water.
Oh yeah.
She picked it.
Yeah, was that pretty funny?
Yep, no worries.
I dropped my camera in the water and I went swimming for my camera. It was pretty funny.
Hello,
Hey,
Mike.
yes sir, be safe. And really, call me if you guys need anything.
Okay, appreciate it.
No problem.
What's your necklace
made of?
Pearls and 100 grams of gold.
Oh my goodness. That is heavy. My boyfriend's into a lot of stones and stuff, so I didn't know
Yeah.
if it was anything.
No, they're real pearls.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've got a,
Jeez, I feel
you
like
want to see?
You want to feel how heavy
No,
it is?
you want to see? So that's a real gold bar. That's a 100 gram gold bar.
It is heavy.
Yeah.
Who? Why?
I'm on property. I'm on my own property.
Oh, and mommy, and we were gone.
Okay.
A black, like,
All right, goodbye.
no.
Nice meeting you, ladies.
So cat peed on you, huh? The cat.
Oh man, you got to watch some of the videos. It's funny.
I looked, she couldn't find you, so I found you. I'm like,
Yeah.
Stuck in a tree, peed on me.
Yeah. I was up in the tree and it climbed higher and just let loose. Yeah. My kids like coming on the rescues and stuff too. And again, this morning, all my kids, one's at the powwow. My son's doing military training this morning, PT at
My husband's
Sim Center.
Army.
Yeah.
I don't know if
We talked a little about it. But yeah, so My other son is doing something, and my youngest was taking care of Grandpa while I'm not home. He just had a surgery yesterday. Yeah. So I was ripped my pants this morning on a rescue too. I'll sew those when I get home.
It's early, but he already might be out. So. And does it go by like Critter Mike or
Moto Mike?
Okay, so
40 Moto Mike. That's my cell phone.
I have to see.
And that's my YouTube channel, and I'm DJ Moto Mike on Facebook.
The group I'm in, Monster.
Kelly Schubert or Katie Schubert or something gives my number out quite frequently. I don't make any money doing this. I'm not looking or seeking or asking or anything. I'm just saying I don't make money doing it. I have no problem doing it. It's free for all, and Nancy's awesome.
Well, and I do a lot of.
I wouldn't mind having that Land Cruiser. Pretty cool.
I work a lot with like raccoons, kittens, even.
Oh yeah.
I'm the bottle baby person.
Nice.
So, and I know how to feed
Yes.
birds.
You take them home and feed them? You overnight stuff? Because a lot
The
of them.
babies, so raccoons, kittens, yes. Birds, they have come home with me.
There's
Not as frequent, but
There's a lady called Paula Hodge. She's an Australian lady, lives near the Skyway-ish, that area. And she's licensed through, I forget which, something ranch. But she takes care of a lot of opossums, squirrels, and raccoons.
yeah,
And there's a lady up north called Marilyn something, and that's where a lot of the raccoons that we rescue go to.
okay. I don't know if this is a possibility.
Yeah, I was kind of glancing at all of them. Let me see.
This guy.
We have
And
to.
these guys are really cool too. She's, I'm hearing them.
Yeah. I checked that backyard of the that tall tree that you said they land on, and even Keith,
Yeah.
Kevin,
Kenny, yeah.
Kenny said the same thing, that they kind of land on that tree.
The only other option would be this big, tiny.
Yeah, the cedar right there.
Yeah. I don't know if it was anymore.
Yeah, it's almost ready to be let go, and I'll make sure once, if we can't find the nest and they have to keep it, I'll just make sure that we release it back near your house.
Yeah, I would love for him to come back.
And Kenny was like, yeah, the crows and the hawks, or the crows and the blue jays or mockingbirds are always chasing it. And the same thing another neighbor said too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal, and that's
Well,
probably
and
what
I
happened in
watched
your
it
yard.
happen because I watched a hawk grab a squirrel and fly right across from my house, but the squirrel flipped around enough
That it squirmed free?
Yeah, but it smacked into my neighbor across the street, his front window, and I went running over.
Jeez.
The hawk landed and tried to.
Yeah, I know. We're on well too at our house. Not for drinking, of course.
We have well often.
You have the well, you're just not using the sprinkler?
Yeah. So you went down in this.
I didn't. I went basically lake to the right.
Gotcha.
I went
So-
that way, and I went down 2-3 streets, and
We
then
can do.
as I was coming down,
Shut up.
sheriff decided to come and say hi, which is fine.
They're still in because there's people that we're not.
Yeah.
All right. So you, I guess, basically tell me what you think is good appearance-wise.
Yeah, let me just see. I see the Australian pine there.
Could you flew chargers in an eighth of a mile?
They can fly for sure. I mean, it depends. It depends what's going on. By all means, it could have, but and that was just more the wild card, just trying to. That's the baby bird in there. Oh no, pileated woodpecker. I'm just not hearing anything. But what I did is, oh, the woodpeckers are mating. There's two of them.
Their dance.
I was checking Google imagery to see if I could come across. It wasn't a hawk, it was a pigeon, laugh out loud. Took it to Blue Pearl, not sure what the... Wow, that's funny.
Please don't crack in this person. I don't have a bag and I'm not picking up your food from them. There's going to be a can and they can put in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay, something like this would be like so ideal for them because these branches are so wide open.
Correct. And again, that's when I was looking at Google imagery. I just use satellite imagery on here.
Yeah.
And I just zoom in. And I check out trees. So wherever we're at, I just use the satellite imagery and I'm like, that looks like an interesting tree.
Alright, well,
So yeah, I'd say we can just turn around. I mean,
so the street behind my house might be where I'm hearing her calling from because
okay.
she was something was calling.
Yeah.
And it started to respond.
Oh.
My daughter was out there and it was like, Mom, the bird started talking. I'm like, yeah, what did it say? Get me out of the damn cage? She's like, you said a bad word. I was like, what did it say, Nat? And she's like, it was just making noise.
Yeah, that's awesome you guys have them in gymnastics. Sorry, I was talking to your husband. And...
Oh no, that's the big highlight of the Talk Now right now. They just got in about 2 weeks ago.
That's awesome. You guys doing it 5-6 days a week or a
No,
little
once
less?
a week, and then they've got open gym on Friday.
That's awesome.
And it's such a good price that I was just like,
All right, let's do it.
yeah, let's just go for it and see.
Yeah, mine. My two daughters wanted to do it, and they more wanted to be on the ballet side.
Yeah.
And the cost and time for a single dad just wasn't where I needed to be. And I was born and raised here in Bay Pines for the most part. I was out of state for 15 years and then Virginia. Then we came back down here, and my kids had soccer and stuff at the school level up north, not the case down here. So they wanted to do soccer too, and that was another very expensive venture.
Set.
See, that's a squirrel nest. And I walked by and apologized to those guys too. I said, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you guys. Oh, I didn't scare it. But let me know if you see the hawk nest. Yeah, that's really good.
Thank you.
Sir, have you seen a hawk nest around here by chance? What? Hawk nest?
No, but they're all over.
Yeah, I know. We got a downed one. I'm trying to put it back in a nest. It's a fledgling. No stress. Yeah.
There's a nest in that. You can hear it.
Yeah, not the type of nest we're looking for,
Oh,
though.
sure.
Little finches.
I know, clearly. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm not, and I wouldn't I wouldn't subject myself or a hawk to that nonsense. Spiky palms.
I know how any bird is. These
So-
are those trees right on the other side that I was saying right there.
Yep.
And so I'm wondering if
When I knocked on those people's doors, I was using the binoculars to kind of look around, and
they.
before she answered, I just kind of looked and then knocked. I didn't get any negative response or anything from her.
No, for the most part, everyone is pretty well. They mind their own business.
Yeah. Ladies, just a question for you. A baby hawk came down a couple houses down on the opposite street. Have you guys seen a hawk nest anywhere in the neighborhood?
No, but no.
So it'd be a nest, a bunch of sticks in it, probably about 1 to 2 feet wide, and probably about the same squared. Just asking.
They're really big though, right?
Yeah.
We get a lot of like nests. But
Most of them are squirrel nests in the trees. Yeah.
They're, like, they're not that big.
Yeah.
Thank you for.
Hey,
thank
appreciate
There
you.
was an eagle around here too last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eagles are awesome.
That
That was kind of strange too.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous.
Hey, have a good evening. And I hate to say it, it's always easier when there's a female walking with a guy in a neighborhood asking strange questions.
And God.
That too.
Right. You're so sweet and good girl.
You put her in obedience class? Or just training at the house?
I'm a trainer. I have a background in animal behavior, so
That's
I
awesome.
don't need to. I can put her in a
Hey,
sit position.
just questioning, just questioning.
Leave her 1,000 feet and can't gonna move and go nowhere.
Are you guys hunters at least then?
My husband likes to hunt. Yeah,
That's good.
and I hunt. I'm a pretty damn good. I'm a good shot. So.
That's good. We just did the,
Really?
I checked that one.
You did check that one?
Yeah, I definitely checked that one.
Get over it.
We checked, hunting. FLVS, Florida Virtual School Learning, or whatever the acronym is.
Yeah. Do you
I'm
want
following you. I'm following
Alright, I'm
you.
gonna go down that way. And have you checked that one up there?
If it was on the street, yes, that's the one right on the pond that's to the side. Yeah, and look at your bunnies. Yeah, bunnies over near the tree over there.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, when I tell you this is an excellent food source for him, I'm not even joking.
FLVS, your kids can get their Florida boating license and hunter's license taken care of on the Florida Virtual Learning School now. And it counts as half a credit for them.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because my husband has his boater's license and everything, and he'll have captains coming up.
Awesome. Yeah, they can do the full boater safety and hunter safety course on
Yeah.
Florida Virtual School Learning.
I mean, and as you saw, like, we're a very pro-gun house, so
Good. It doesn't bother me in the least.
we'll take the gun out and leave it unchambered, or it's not chambered, it's not loaded,
Yeah, yeah.
but fully open.
Proper safety.
And we'll just hand it to the kids and we're just like, let's check it out, look at it. This is dangerous if you don't know what you're doing.
Hi, guys. Hey, question for you, Dad. Have you seen a hawk nest in the neighborhood anywhere? I've got a hawk down that I'm trying to put back in a nest.
Hi. Yeah, hi.
But that's all right. Thank you, though.
Thanks for answering and taking the time. Appreciate it. Okay, have a good day.
Gonna go out and have fun? Cool.
Powwow, have fun.
Have fun.
We're gonna end just like that.
I get it. I get it. Bye.
You too. So sweet. I love you.
I never wanted one. Now I have 4 and found out I'm a good dad. So I would never do it again. But
Anything up there?
if blue jays and stuff are going in the tree, you've got a pretty.
Can't tell. I'm so
Yeah.
blind.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw blue jays going over there.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Then that answers that question. They don't do the tall pines, do they? They do.
Sometimes, yeah. Again, there's no rhyme or reason. They'll make a nest wherever they feel like it. And believe me, I'm checking. Sir, a question for you. We have a hawk that's down, a younger hawk. Have you seen any hawk nests in the neighborhood?
No.
Any
not that I can think of
potentials?
at the moment, but I'll keep an eye out.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's a baby hawk.
A fledgling. Yeah.
fledgling, juvenile. Yeah, just learning how to fly.
All right. I'll tell my friend.
Thank
Appreciate you. You can contact Seaside Seabird Sanctuary,
Oh, okay, I heard of that.
or me directly, 40 Moto Mike, real cell phone, 40 Moto Mike.
Crazy. Like, it's
Yeah.
really cool. Motor.
Yeah.
You know, like I used to do that. Like we used to do that back in the day with like phone numbers.
Yeah.
And this was so cool. And now we're just like, give me a phone number I can just remember and I'm golden.
Yep. So my daughter's is Tater Cakes. Really, real number, Tater Cakes.
That's so funny.
One of my daughters is, at least. The one of my sons is DJ D Bitler the third or something. I don't remember. I remember the numbers, but yeah, his is all letters too.
Oh, that's your cat.
That is an interesting tree. Some of these trees I just look and want to climb them just to do it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any good
I have
prospects.
some at the end of the street over here. Yeah. And I know someone else who can too if he comes over without having to walk.
Yeah, if anyone knows of any crazy big nasty nest,
Come on, Mary. I mean, honestly, the next step, or the next possibility, it might be right. So this house right here with all the solar, right behind it, across the street, is
I see the pines, yeah.
that's all of the wooded area next to SPC. No,
Yeah.
it's not it up there. That's a squirrel message.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking, squirrel. We got squirrel back there. I've been keeping an eye out on the sky.
Okay, so look,
That's
here.
just dead.
Is it dead? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm literally just...
No, you're fine. Please
No pun
believe me.
intended, flying blind.
So you work at one of the local...
I'm a stay-at-home mom now.
Okay.
I worked at Gateway Animal Hospital in St. Pete, 4th Street and like 80th Ave.
Oh, that's way down there.
Yeah, and
My neighbor used to work, he's law enforcement, his wife works with, she's out now, down off Park, there's one down near the bridge.
Bayside Animal
I
Hospital.
think that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
She used to work over there for many, many, many years. But same, now she's a stay-at-home mom, 2 kids, she's loving life. I'm happy for them. Yeah, when I saw this on the map, I was like, oh, watch it be in there. But as soon as I drove in, I noticed it wasn't. You guys haven't seen a hawk nest in the trees, have you? A big hawk nest? No? All right, thank you. We have a hawk that fledged from a tree and it ended up on the ground and we don't know where the nest is. I want to put it back in the tree. Thank you. Contact Seaside Seabird Sanctuary if you find it.
People, keep an eye out for it. You need to know who to call.
Yeah, that's why.
Because, I know.
Look at that huge agave right there.
Yeah, I know that. So I'm gonna knock real quick and see if they've seen any around here. Her husband.
Have you guys conspired to chop that up and make some tequila out of it?
I have. She's talked about cutting that.
Cut it.
Yeah, those agave, man, that'd be some interesting homemade tequila.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad I'm not a solicitor. I couldn't do that for a living.
Neither could I.
It's definitely not in hers though.
I'll just text her and see.
No stress. No stress at all. Is that noise? Heard something. Oh well.
My phone just...
Two squirrel nests.
You might get lucky down the side street.
Yeah.
Did you come down this one yet? You see this one perched up? Because when I came, you were on the next. There's
Yes.
two after.
Yep.
So you were
I went,
already up
that's
here?
what I'm saying. I went 3 down, coming from your house, kind of going up and down.
Okay. So you checked out that
Yeah.
sign and everything?
Can you imagine these Norfolk pines? How big do you think their trunks can get? 10 feet wide.
I'm
Can you
sorry, the
imagine?
one that's leaning?
Yeah,
They
That's-
get 10 feet wide.
they can get 10 feet wide and up to 200 feet tall.
Wow.
And they come from the Isle of Norfolk. Not native to Florida. And they don't hold up very well in the wind.
No, it does not. Hey, I have a baby hawk down. Have you seen any hawk nests in the neighborhood? Question mark.
Squirrel. Squirrel. Not for lack of trying. I'm gonna have a custom shirt made. I have to decide what I'm gonna put on it though. Putting a baby bird in the tree. I don't know. Something.
Not with the mood.
Yeah. Happily single, don't care about nudes, looking for baby birds. Something, I don't know. Has to be something kind of funny.
Oh,
Get people smiling.
nude part. You find something?
Yeah,
Everybody
but
gets
I could
that
see it
nude
offending
humor.
someone though.
Oh, no.
Sir, a question for you. Have you seen a hawk nest in the neighborhood? Probably about this big and about that tall in a tree. No? You have a wonderful day. Beautiful house, by the way.
This guy, he feeds all the squirrels. He's an older gentleman. He's so sweet. I make sure when I come back from school to go super slow.
Yeah. People fly down your guys' street.
You're not even, you don't even know. I don't know how many times I've already.
I waved to that guy earlier and talked to him. And then this guy came out. I guess he's deaf.
I know where they all are.
Hey, have to. Public records, they're available. Yeah, this is the one right here.
Oh. Oh my god. Right, he's the guy. Why is there a truck there?
I guess he lives there.
No, he doesn't.
Oh. Don't know. He was freaked out. I didn't knock on their door because I didn't see a tree that looked viable in their yard. This one I knocked on because those trees looked interesting.
Yeah.
But the one that I saw ended up being a squirrel nest.
Anything up there?
No, I checked all these in the back here.
You did?
Yep. And that one looked interesting, the scraggly one up top.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where.
I started looking lower in it, and from the two adjoining houses, I started looking in it because I couldn't get permission to go in it, and it didn't look viable.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is the one that has the bike actually growing in a tree.
Interesting.
There's a bicycle
Did you,
that's halfway up.
Did you knock on this Mazda or this Nissan store?
No, I looked from this side, and I had permission on that house there.
The
And I
white
looked,
one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know her. Her name's Allison.
I looked on the side here. I think she had a house sitter or someone there.
Yeah, she they're watching her dog.
Cool.
She's out of town this weekend.
I answered, and she was like excited
You
to see me.
didn't get across around to the other side of the lake, did you?
No, that's what I was on the last street to go over and cross over.
You want to cross over?
I looked from this side over there,
Leave it.
and I didn't really notice anything that looked like it could have been a nest. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna drive over there and just kind of park in the street and walk a little bit.
Come. Did you go down the street from our house yet?
I walked a little that direction, then I walked back this way just so I could get access to the lake.
Yeah,
And there's that guy.
That's fine.
Have a good one, guys.
You stop at my house again.
Yeah.
You just slow down out there.
Sheriff was like, that was very, it's either a very elaborate, yeah. It's like, it's either a very elaborate hoax or he's actually genuinely looking for a hawk's nest, as unbelievable as it sounds.
Who said it?
One of the sheriffs.
Oh.
That was funny to me. I am the crazy neighbor that yells at everyone to slow down though,
I've done it. And
and
I've
have
cussed.
fires and stuff, yeah.
We have fires out here all the time, and
My house is a corner house too. I live in Bay Pines,
Have you
56th
checked
place.
any
I
of
checked
these?
these, yeah. I got permission from
hold
the
on,
next
okay.
house over.
2 seconds.
Go ahead.
Ash! Can you come get Ellie? Call her. Have Justin call Ellie. She's going to the water. Natalie, describe her.
Thirsty.
She says water hard.
There you go.